In venture capital and as fund managers more generally, there's a very strong culture, and we are formed, I believe, as people by our vision of what the good life is. And if we're not careful as fund managers, we can buy into the vision of what the good life is of the industry around us, which gets to the trappings like any moment in history where you have those that have capital, that have power, that have influence, right? The ability to go from making the median income in the United States to making literally 100 times that, right? With one good transaction. That's can be an incredible blessing, right? We can be generous, we can bless others with it. But at the same time, that can start to form us that, oh, I made a good pick here, or I deserve this, I'm such a hard worker. We can almost buy into our own press, especially as we have this culture around us that is saying, well, this is what success looks like. You're part of the in crowd of these investors. You're only getting access to these deals because you've got the nod from one of the highest ranking general partners at this name brand fund, right? It can be easy to have this inner circle that we want to be part of. And so much of the faithful Christian life is being countercultural, right? In the way that Christ had modeled and the way that so many others have. Christ was not an efficient person. He was not somebody who was trying to maximize outcome in terms of financial gain. I mean, he was not a success by first century Jewish or Roman standards. And yet, of course, he was exactly what he should have been and modeled who we can be. So I do think we need to lean against, have very, very practical habits and practices around being generous so that the wealth doesn't start to, even the allure of wealth, maybe better put, doesn't start to pull us in, or the popularity or ego, or those that are saying, oh my gosh, this person was the first investor for that deal, they must be incredible. Whereas the longer you do venture in particular, but a bunch of different asset classes, I think the more humble you become because you realize there is so much randomness. And so as believers, we just want to be faithful in a lot of the unknowns. And a big part of being that faithful is leaning against those trappings.